Preparing the meeting to go live.
It looks
We're
like we might
live.
be live. Hey, it's Ronay, and I'm so excited to be here with Leanne Mason. And we are so excited to just be together and talking about health and wellness. And when we were thinking about this before we went on, we kind of came up with we want to talk about spiritual wellness. And this is something we don't normally talk about, but I just came from this last week being at the Faith Over Fear conference in Florida, and oh, it was amazing. And just the uplifting, and I want to say, like, this is going to be a very non-denominational, like, whatever your faith is, it's important to have that faith, to have that guidance, to have that love from your, for me, it's God. For other people, like, whatever your religion is, it doesn't matter. What's important is to embrace that faith and to feel that love that you can get from there. And I was pausing for you, Leanne. You look
Oh,
like you're
sorry. Well, my thought with that is we have to believe in something greater than ourselves because what we put this as is hope in the chaos, right? If there's not a belief in something greater than human self, my humanness really comes out sometimes, right? So knowing that there is something greater, and for me, it is also God, brings peace of mind. And it
oh yeah,
does bring hope.
absolutely. There was a time when I was struggling. I mean, there's lots of times that I was struggling, but I was talking with somebody and I was like, I don't know what I believe. And this person was like telling me, you have to believe in something. And then also all of a sudden said, you need to believe in something greater than you, even if it's just something bigger than you. Like, can you believe in a mountain? A mountain is bigger than you. And I was like, yes. And so she was like, well, go talk to a mountain. So if you are
Yeah.
struggling, think of something bigger than you. Go outside, there's a tree. A tree is bigger than you, right? You can talk to that tree and be like, okay, here are all the things I have going on. And I fully believe in being a tree hugger. I got to tell you,
Yes.
because
I hug
trees
trees.
can take just the negative energy from you.
Oh,
That
I
being,
we used to actually tell our kids, if you're frustrated, if you're the trees can handle it, go yell at a tree or go talk to a tree because you've got the trees are so symbolic of many, many things, you guys. So many things. They reach down into Mother Earth and they reach up to the universe and the heavens. There's so many symbols there. So
yeah,
many, so many,
yes.
so
So
much
as we're
goodness.
thinking about our health and wellness, our spiritual health is super important. Having that connection, having something to believe in, because if you don't have something to believe in, then your life will be in chaos. It's just going to feel, sorry, this is sign language for like it's all messed up, right? That's the best kind of translation I have for that. Um, there are essential oils that can help you with that. And I want to talk about, actually, I have several in front of me but the first ones I thought about were frankincense and myrrh. Frankincense is your connection to the male divine, and myrrh is your connection to the female divine. There is a reason that frankincense and myrrh were gifts to the Christ child, because they are so important in different healings, in the holy anointing oils. Uh, there's so many things. And as we go into this season of the holidays, and there's lots of holidays of faith coming up here, right? I want you to think about frankincense and myrrh and how you can incorporate them into your life. I use frankincense almost on the daily to help reduce inflammation, and you can use it. I do like the top of my head to have that open connection to the heavens, right? Myrrh. I was just talking with somebody who is dealing with some mouth issues, and myrrh can help with healing in the mouth, right? Well, if you think about it, sometimes, like even right now, I'm like struggling, like I don't want to offend somebody. we offend people a lot, right? Myrrh is one of those that can help you be more comfortable with, especially as women, with our feminine energy, right? Leanne, thoughts?
So one of the things too is when you feel like you need to share truth, the adversary tries to stop us, right? And I feel like I need to share, and I've shared a little bit with some people, but not a lot, is as I was entering the having my own business, like I am a spiritual person and I that is who I am. Yet I took advice from somebody who said, don't talk about God, don't talk about spirituality. Your business should not include that. And it stopped me from being authentically me in pieces. And so as we fumble through this because we're learning a new way of being authentically us, instead of being worried about offending, we are learning about us and sharing as we learn. And that's, we've always wanted to share, but we have held back in some areas because of the world and what everyone tells us. Guys, it's okay to think differently. It's okay to have different beliefs. It's okay. And we can still come together in our differences. Rone and I both have clients, variety of faiths, variety of beliefs, and yet we can still support each other, love each other, come together in commonality. And it's not, well, if you don't think like I do, if you don't this like me, if you don't this like me and that like me, then we are different and we have to fight. No, it's all about love and support.
I'm trying to find the note because and I need to, I'll find it. I'll do another video, but make God your CEO, right? Of your life. And again, whatever your religion is, make your higher power your CEO. For me, God is my CEO. When we come together for our business, when you remove God from your business, just like Leanne was saying, your business will stagnate. When you remove what you believe in from your business will stagnate. And so being able to bring that in, being able to talk about it openly. And I know that this will cause issues with some people, and that's okay. One of the things that I heard while I was like writing all these notes and like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do this. And I have friends who are all over the board. And it's like, you know what? It's time to prune. It's okay. It's okay if people unfriend me, which, as a number one woo, winning others over for my strengths, as my number one, like it hurts me. I'm like, oh, what if they don't like me? And that's okay. I'm not for everyone. And that's okay.
Right. And when I heard Rone say that, like my includer heart was like, Rone, we always tell everybody they're welcome. Oh, guess what though? Guess what? I forgot to honor choice that people get to self-select. But my includer heart was like, Rone just told people to unfriend her if they don't want us. And I heard it as us. And I'm like, but guess what? That's not so.
So what you didn't hear, because you shut off, because like I'm openly talking about from Faith Over Fear. If you go to my page and you look at some of my live videos where I was doing it with Eddie and a bunch of other people, I was like, you know what? I know this is gonna offend some people, and if you want, I invite you to unfriend me. Like that's okay. But I also invite you to stay and let's have conversations. Let's come together. And that's what has happened in our society is we've become this cancel culture where if you don't agree with me, we can't be friends. And I'm like, but we can be friends on so many other levels. We can agree to disagree. Like
Yeah.
I grew up learning it, like you may not agree with that person, but you still need to be nice. And now
Right.
that's not taught anymore. Well, if you disagree with somebody, you can't be friends. That's
Right.
true. Like we can totally be friends. We have different opinions on something, and that's okay. Right now,
Exactly.
especially today, there are differing opinions on what should have happened yesterday or what should happen from here forward. We all need to come together not extreme this or not extreme that. And if you're extreme in either direction, that's up to you. I'm going to be right here in the center, and I'm going to center myself with God as my CEO, and I'm going to be okay. Whether you like me or not, whether you friend me or not, I'm still going to be okay. And that's what we're here to talk about, is your spiritual health, making your connection to your higher power. It doesn't matter who is coming after you. It doesn't matter if this person doesn't like you or doesn't want to be friends anymore, even if it's family. It doesn't matter, because you are okay. You are uniquely you. If you want to learn about your strengths and how you are uniquely you, I would love to talk with you, because when you know who you are in your strengths, and this is that you take the Clifton Strengths Assessment, one of my favorite things ever. Because when I get to look at your report, I'm like, oh my gosh, look at how awesome you are. We are completely different, and you are so awesome, right?
Yeah, I love that. And I work with Rone. My family also works with Rone for that. I love that. And Rone and I are both emotion code practitioners. Rone is a hypnotherapist, and I do body code and emotion code and belief code. And in that, clearing beliefs that come generationally in our DNA that might be also fighting against us finding our own peace, right? So I kind of want to talk about the oils that kind of are ringing true to me that we need more of right now is lemongrass. Now, lemongrass is the oil of cleansing. And I just want to read from, again, you guys, we talk about this book all the time, Emotions and Essential Oils.
They changed the name. It's Essential
Oh,
Emotions.
Essential Emotions. See that? I just, it is my favorite book. Lemongrass is a powerful cleanser of energy. It dispels feelings of despondency, despair, and lethargy. Lemongrass assists individuals in entering a healing mode or a cleansing state. In this state, one easily lets go of old, limiting beliefs, toxic energy, and negativity. Lemongrass teaches individuals to move forward without hesitation. It asks them to commit to a healing path where change is a regular, did you hear that? Regular occurrence. Also, it dispels negative energy. So if you are in a space that feels super negative, that is one that is also very healing. The other one that I love, and I pair it with lots of different oils depending on what the need is lime. Lime is the zest of life. Lime um, brings the zest of life to the soul. When individuals have been weighed down by discouragement or grief, lime elevates them above the mire. It instills courage and cheer in the heart, and reminds them to be grateful for the gift of life. Lime cleanses the heart, especially when there has been an accumulation of emotions that are toxic due to avoidance or repression. This oil revitalizes the heart space, giving room for light and joy. It clears discouragement and thoughts and feelings related to loss or the loss of the will to live. Lime shines light on inner motives or hidden that are hidden in the heart and encourages emotional honesty. So
It's amazing.
wherever you are, wherever the energy is, you can support yourself, mind, body, and spirit. And it's crazy. Rone and I talked about this 3 or 4 years ago, and yet we've been resistant to the spirit part. We've been resistant to sharing mind, body, spirit.
Don't want to
Guess
offend
what?
somebody. Don't want to
Guess
offend
what?
somebody.
There's proof that when the spirit leaves the body, we are mind, body, and spirit.
Yeah. I want to talk about one more oil blend, and this one is Forgive. So often, our tongue is quick, or somebody reaches out and or lashes out on us, and we forgive others, not for them, but actually for us. So I put forgive on my heart almost daily, because there's always someone I need to forgive. And most often it is myself, for those mean negative thoughts in my head,
I want to
right?
kind of talk about really quick with that. Some of us, and I'm not one, I'm just saying some of us collectively are really good about forgiving others quickly, but never forgive ourselves. I have a hard time forgiving myself. I get there eventually, but we need to forgive ourselves.
Yeah. One of the things that I learned at this Faith Over Fear is if God is in us, right? So your higher power is in you. Would you ever speak to your higher power the way you speak to yourself?
Whoa, whoa,
Right? Right?
wow.
Right? We are daughters, or if you're a man, your sons of your higher power. For me, I'm a daughter of God, right? Would I ever speak to God the way I speak to myself?
You know what I realized in that too? Would you ever speak to your children the way you speak to yourself? Because I wouldn't. Like, and I would not want my kids to feel the way I feel about myself, right?
Yeah.
So, wow, there's power in that.
So I think we could end on that one, right?
Yeah.
Um, Let's
I want to end with one really quick thing that we do within our energy work, and that's place your hands on your heart. And it's, I forgive myself. I am doing the best I know how. And you repeat that 3 times. And
Mhm.
then if you need to, hands out, I forgive others. They are doing the best they know how. And you do that 3 times. Just allow that cleansing of forgiveness to kind of rush over you. And then I just like to sit in gratitude after doing that.
That is such a good practice.
Own time, but that's a really good practice. So, just a really quick reminder, we have class tomorrow. I am so excited for tomorrow's class. Um, One of our team members, Lena, is going to teach us about the importance of omegas. And doTERRA recently released the Omega Plus. And so there's lots of versions out there. And she's super great about the science. So I'm excited to learn from her. So I'm dropping the link to register for upcoming classes. As always, reach out, comment, reach out to us on Facebook. Those of us who are on our doTERRA team and our clients for energy work, you guys have our number. Reach out for support. We realize that as we serve others, we learn as well. And we are students in this journey just as well as you. And we learn from each other. So
Absolutely.
join us on this journey.
Bye-bye.
Hey.